Yeah, you see things them are going right now. It's whole Melissa business and all of that stuff there. I like what go on at all, yo. Like try to stay away from it and but it's like it just challenging because I try to stay away from it because in a one sense people are gonna do that and I thought, but oh well, they are so say you don't understand or anything like that. But I don't really need for go there so if you argue back and forth with people and anything like that. Especially when you know say you have like family members down the who feel it and stuff like that because everybody have somebody who feel it. Whichever way you take it, family members, um, in all parishes. I mean, when you come from Jamaica, and you travel Jamaica, you go know somebody from somewhere. I go university, so I know people from St. James, West, St. Elizabeth, I mean, everywhere. And then I like say a people them where me just like interact with them, but they depend down with them. So they know me have my immediate family. And then me experience Gilbert at a tender age too. So me know what people I go through. I mean, I did that a jit when Gilbert passed through traumatic event. And if you experience trauma, the feelings easily transferable. Because you remember days, weeks, months without light. Like at daytime, you just did it with a friend them and I run up and down on a ramp. To try cloud out in the back of your mind, so yo later a place I go just plunge in a pitch darkness. Back a lamp and candle and I like now when you have advanced in a technology where you have like certain bulbs as like people were camping and all of that and stuff there. Um, like a regular layman right now, like a middle class individual can afford a generator. But then nothing. I mean we didn't have the prevalence of social media so we didn't have no bunch of aid that run come to help nobody. I mean what you have are just what you have and your name can't be for thin food until you're full. So I know it rough. But me touch upon social media and that I make things worse I know because yeah, in a one sense, it allow people to see what go on, people to empathize and I don't really want to use the word sympathize because if you start if sympathy is so strong where you start feel how people them a feel and you can't help. Once you start sympathize, you can't help because you start take on that the emotion there and you start feel so strongly that you get your brain get cloudy. When you empathize now, you can look and say, boy, you know what? I understand how people them feel and this is the help what would I need. And once you understand the help what you would need, then you can help the people with them the stuff there. Which as me say with social media, you can see the lot of the lot of hate that is going down there and stuff like that. But also with the advent of social media, it just give a lot of people like this this loudspeaker and people just I use it for all kind of different reasons right now. We only God knows. Some people are post on garbage without even understand. And that's the next thing why I'm not subscribe to politics, because like even with this whole JPS thing while going down there, and the leader of the opposition, him no business. And if you know business, you have to understand from the point of view of, okay, JPS is a entity, it's a for-profit entity, and you have to have cash. All businesses need cash. And you have to keep free cash flow, because once your cash gets strapped up, your business is in a negative space, because all of a sudden can't finance your debt, short term, long term, can't pay your employees, you can't cover your overhead costs and stuff like that. So you're running out of this thing and you're probably bankrupt. And worst time for JPS go bankrupt right now while they might try fix back the country. So them are gonna need for borrow. And them have two options. Them can try for borrow from the government and can try for borrow from the public, which includes investors and the public at large are investors, retail investors, institutional investors, overseas investors. When you're desperate, you have to go borrow at unfavorable rates. So you have to go issue bonds with a interest rate, and then all them know say you're in a desperation and the interest rate have to go high. You have to go borrow at some high interest rate, because if face value of the bonds, the interest rate on them, the face value they are go high, because people are gonna there wonder if you go can really pay. Well, I mean, them are gonna take your credibility into consideration, especially now. So if you take on that the risk there, people them not go on now 3-4%. People them go on 10%. I say. So if the government lend them the 150 million and give them the runway for have more time, if you can negotiate better rates on the bonds, eventually better for the people. Because at the end of the day, you have to be honest, consumers are going to foot the bill. Well, that's nothing new. This is cycle of business, not for profit business. So any expense them take on are gonna get paid by the consumers in the long run. So if them get a lower interest loan, that means the finance cost lower, what them have to go pay and what them have to go pay back to the lenders are go lower. So in turn, them have a lower loan amount. So the consumers by large have a lower loan for pay back. So in order to get JPS can eat some of the costs, the consumer eat some of the costs, but still have to be a lower cost in the long run. You then forget the full 300 to $350 million from institutional investors and vulture investors who are gonna try to capitalize on the opportunity. It go worse for the people then. So people wanna understand economics, people wanna understand business. I go always jump up and talk foolishness, but hey, it is what it is. And next thing out, them I see people them a talk about government now help them build back their house and all of them sitting there. I'm madness that. Government did it for rebuild infrastructures, roads and hospitals and give back the people them light and make the pole them go back up so internet them can run through and all of them sitting there. Yeah, but uninsured house, boy, you're up to the mercy of God there, so. Because you can't do that bill house all the time and I mean, I bear the risk by yourself. If you have one uninsured property, that means you transfer the risk to yourself, you know. The whole EMI insurance have to transfer the risk to somebody else. So you transfer it to insurance company. See, you have to sacrifice some of your time. If you go buy a house, brother, it's an investment for insure. The house itself is an investment. So you have to insure your investment. So it's just rough. I mean, I tell you this, man, and it may sound crude, but a lot of people now gonna make it back from this, and it just sad to say, but I think crude read Matthew 25, 1 to 13, parable of the 10 virgins. 5 wise and 5 foolish. The ones them were never prepared and get left. And even if you are not a religious individual, you have to read the Bible and understand certain things. When Joseph it get captured in a prison, all of them sitting there, and them leader couldn't understand the dream them, especially one where I say, yo, you know, say my dream say 7 calf rise up and the man fatted and all of them something, and then 7 maga calf rise up and me fatted calf and them still remain maga. Man say, yo, 7 years a good time and 7 years a famine, you know. So right now, when I 7 years a good time, I have to go save all of them something there. For 7 years of famine. I just so. But I just life still. I mean, people just have to understand what's going on in earth, and we get an opportunity for reset. A lot of things have to go, a lot of things we have to go learn from this. Politicians, I would implore them to like get on the same page. Don't use this as a thing to start campaign for the next 5 years. The people's lives are at stake. I mean, you need to put your differences aside and sit down. Each other come to the table and say, boy, let's put our differences aside. Yeah, we might have different point of views, but a good idea is a good idea. An excellent idea is an excellent idea. They need to start strategize. They need to triage island. They need to they need to communicate, get out in front, and let people know what is what. Let every be honest. You have 7 to 12 billion USD worth of damages in the island that forecast, and all not even get $1 billion for insurance. I mean, donations now go reach 7 billion. I mean, everybody might have donate. Companies them from over and all of them, some worldwide might have get 25 million and 200 million, but everything will come from the growth of the country. Everything will come from GDP and all of them stuff there. So people just have to go buckle down. They have to reset everything. They have to start work by insurance laws. I mean, require say people carry insurance on them property and all of them things, because government can't front that. I mean, people need to understand the government, them are the biggest non-profit organizations in the world. So when somebody after a loss, if our government pay back, pay out for everything, that means our government balance them budget, our government make money. Men don't make money, government assess the public, or they assess them through taxes. So the public at large still are going to do that. And some people are upset because, I mean, then for them tax money probably them never get no big damage, and you know you gotta tell them to use them tax money to fix people who never did responsible place, and now taxes increase on them. So I figure look into things, I figure start save more, start be more fiscally responsible. KFC can probably go once a month instead of every week or every day. Cause that's all KFC I do. All I restaurant them, every little restaurant from up here, just want capitalize on the place. Everybody down there. Vloggers them a come from foreign because then I get money and all of them something there. It's a real good country. So I mean we see the opportunities, we see the potential. We just have to start prepare for it. Because that is success. That's when preparation meets opportunity. So start saving money, put away capital. Capital is necessary, and the people them out there with the platform stop post rage bait them. Even though not understand certain things, even not uneducated to certain things, don't post it. It don't make sense. People them stress and how people them frustrated, and the last thing they need are for people to fuel more frustration. Post joyful contents and then stuff there. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people probably are gonna disagree with what me I say, and I mean that is fine. I mean that's me. I mean, but it's clearly my opinion, solid opinion. I mean, it's all objective, all honesty. May I say, as may I say, it's one. I say hope and pray. I mean, you have to get your hands dirty. You do what you need to do for your country come back together.